Anybody thinks I owe him something, show me the receipt. You get paid in 24 hours.
The settlement comes one day after word of the lawsuit was filed where she accused him of sexual assault.
What did he say?
Anybody thinks I owe him something, show me the receipt. You get paid in 24 hours.
Diddy panics as Cassie confessed about his gay and abusive secrets. Rapper Sean Combs, famously known as P Diddy or Puff Daddy, is now facing the weight of an indictment in connection with Tupac's murder. In the wake of this development, singer Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, has taken legal action, swiftly filing a $30 million lawsuit against P Diddy. The crux of the lawsuit revolves around allegations of persistent control exerted by Diddy, coupled with instances of physical harm. Cassie's legal claim extends beyond the physical realm, asserting that Diddy's actions have caused profound and enduring mental, emotional, and psychological distress. Here's how the relationship between Diddy and Cassie began. Cassie started dating Diddy around 2007 and lasted for about a decade.
You date P Diddy?
Oh, wow.
I did not know this. Yeah. Hold the phone.
Greg. You know,
Yes.
I typically don't talk about my private life.
Initially, she felt pressured into being with him because she was just 19 and had recently signed with Bad Boy Records. Diddy, being in control of her career, made her worry that her career would be sabotaged if she didn't listen to him. Cassie was doing well with her hit record Me and You, but Diddy had his eyes on her. Despite Cassie being rumored to be dating her producer Ryan Leslie and Diddy being in a relationship with Kim Porter, he pursued Cassie relentlessly. Using his power and influence, Diddy essentially snatched Cassie away from Ryan. He introduced her to drugs like e-pills and took advantage of her while she was under the influence. This, coupled with lavish gifts and covering all expenses, created a dynamic where Cassie became more of Diddy's professional girlfriend than an independent artist. Although she was well taken care of financially, her career took a hit as she transitioned from being an artist to being in a relationship that was impacting her professionally. Throughout their 10-year relationship, Cassie endured a series of horrific experiences detailed in her lawsuit. It was a challenging time for her, marked by various forms of mistreatment, showcasing the complex and troubling nature of her relationship with Diddy. Cassie further reveals that Diddy attempted to offer her hush money before the lawsuit surfaced. Allegedly, he tried to silence her with a substantial sum, an 8-figure amount, to prevent her from taking legal action. However, Cassie rejected this offer, determined to share her story and seek justice. The court documents disclose that Diddy had a team of individuals who played a role in controlling Cassie. Those within his camp were too afraid to assist her, highlighting the extent of Diddy's power. Cassie, realizing his influence, understood that involving the police might not be effective as potential witnesses would be too frightened to come forward. Additionally, Diddy threatened not to release her music if she didn't comply with his demands or conceal his questionable activities, showcasing his total control over her life. Moreover, the lawsuit details the invasive extent of Diddy's influence, including access to Cassie's personal medical records. Cassie underwent an MRI scan, revealing memory loss attributed to Diddy's physical abuse and the drugs he supplied her with, particularly painkillers. Despite Cassie's attempts to break free from Diddy, such as in 2016, the situation turned volatile, leading to a police intervention. However, Cassie refrained from pursuing action against Diddy due to fear, given his volatile nature. The legal documents recount instances where Diddy physically harmed Cassie. After these episodes, he would attempt to soothe her with gifts, yet the damage caused physical harm, leaving bruises that required seclusion in hotel rooms for healing. The lawsuit paints a disturbing picture of a tumultuous relationship marked by abuse, control, and fear, suggesting a pattern of mistreatment of Cassie and Diddy's other exes. Cassie was not the only victim of Diddy's abuse. His baby mamas, including the late Kim Porter and Misa Hilton, also faced mistreatment. According to Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Dill, Diddy allegedly physically harmed Kim Porter and made it challenging for her to form connections with other men. However, Kim did lash back sometimes though. According to Gene, one of his former bodyguards recounted once, one night when they were at home in Kim's house, he wanted to put his hands on her in the wrong way, and Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrist up. It hit an artery. and when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital. He also added that their relationship was violent, and Kim could not be with anybody else, but Diddy could do whatever he wanted to. Similar mistreatment was reported with Misa Hilton when she was involved with the guy from EPMD. Diddy confronted her. Misa thought Puff was messing around, so she talked to the guy, but Puff physically attacked her until she sought refuge under a car. You can also hear from the horse's mouth himself.
Well, Misa was out there. She was messing with the dude from EPMD. She thought Puff was messing around. I guess like she started talking to the dude from EPMD. He came to see her, and Puff beat up till she got up under the. Beat up literally till she tried to run up under the car.
Wow.
Sadly, it appears that this pattern of abusive behavior persisted, with Cassie experiencing a situation reminiscent of what others had gone through before her. Diddy's psychopathic behavior and abuse became even more evident when he targeted and threatened Kid Cudi. In 2012, during a brief split with Cassie, she began dating rapper Kid Cudi. Diddy's reaction was extreme. He was so furious that he allegedly threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Shockingly, Kid Cudi's car did explode in his driveway. Whenever Diddy learned that Cassie was even talking to another guy, he would harass the man and physically harm Cassie. This may explain his recent rebranding as Love Combs, possibly an attempt to distance himself from a darker past and clean up his public image as the consequences of his action catch up to him. Diddy not only beat Cassie, but he also exploited her in disturbing ways. He essentially pimped her out, making her engage in explicit acts with other male escorts while he watched. Diddy had a particular interest in seeing Cassie with other men, and even he liked seeing other men too, and he even made her search for specific types of escorts. These encounters allowed Cassie to get paid, forming what Diddy called freak-offs. This further raises suspicions about Diddy's sexuality. For instance, on Saturday, June 18th, Alex Fine, Cassie's new boyfriend, shared an Instagram post wishing all his LGBTQ+ friends a happy Pride. He included in the post, "Attached is a charity that helps people who are in the closet and gotta move on," along with other resources. The capitalized "Gotta Move On" was actually the title of a single released by Diddy, and many believe it hints at the rapper's homosexuality. Gene Deal also revealed the intimate moments Diddy shares with another male rapper, Ja Rule, in a presidential suite hotel after they stopped at a store for butt plugs. When an emergency comes up, both of them, Ja Rule and Diddy, rush out of their hotel room only butt naked.
Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked.
Furthermore, Diddy had Cassie involved in degrading activities, often captured on camera. During these situations, Cassie was frequently under the influence of various substances, making the experiences even more horrifying for her. Diddy used these videos to control her, threatening to expose the footage if she ever considered going to the police. The situation became scarier as Diddy maintained a tight grip on Cassie, ensuring she wouldn't escape. Despite her attempts to leave, Diddy utilized a powerful network of people to lure her back. They isolated her from friends and family, leaving Cassie frightened due to the danger surrounding Diddy. In one distressing incident in 2018, even after their relationship had ended, Diddy forced himself into Cassie's apartment, ignoring her pleas to stop. This traumatic event marked a breaking point for Cassie, highlighting the severity of the abuse and control she endured but could no longer stomach throughout their relationship. Even after Cassie left him, Diddy remained obsessively trying to keep tabs on her. The situation is dark, and delving into stories like this is unsettling. It explores the grim realities of the entertainment industry, and it's astonishing how Diddy has seemingly evaded scrutiny for so long. There are numerous stories out there, and it's reaching a point where people must wake up. Diddy should be investigated, and reports suggest that the NYPD is conducting a secret investigation involving him. This investigation may uncover more victims, both female and male, contributing to a potentially larger and more widespread case than initially realized. The exposure of Diddy's dirty secrets is long overdue. Diddy's actions need thorough scrutiny, and there should be a broader call for accountability in light of the emerging details. Kim Porter's death in particular is mentioned with suspicion surrounding its circumstances. The claim is that her passing was shrouded in secrecy, and there's speculation that she may have known significant details about Diddy's life, possibly intending to share them in her tell-all book. Her mysterious death shortly after these revelations adds a layer of intrigue, prompting questions about the circumstances surrounding her demise.
Kim probably told all that in her book, you understand, that up and got missing the day she died.
While Cassie opted not to pursue a tell-all, her decision to take legal action against Diddy is a crucial step and is indeed very brave and will help bring accountability to light. There's a nagging feeling that Diddy might be involved in troubling activities with Young Miami. It's suspected that behind the scenes, he has her engaged in questionable actions, and she even admitted to experiences that suggest some intense situations. The sacrifices she's making for the opportunities she has now, including accepting to getting peed on, seem to indicate a troubling dynamic. After being questioned whether she likes golden showers, Young Miami admitted at the 147.57 mark of the podcast by saying, "I do." Golden showers? Trina questioned. Meaning when the guy pees on you everywhere, you like it? "I just like it," Young Miami doubled down. "I don't know, it just do something to me." If this seems far-fetched, well, have a look at it yourself.
Got to.
It say take a shower. If you like golden showers, I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere, you like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak of the week, huh?
It's probable that she is being exploited by Diddy and is compelled to say that on air. If, however, her statement was not out of compulsion, well, that should raise concerns about the length some individuals might go to in pursuit of success and whether the price for these depravities is truly worth it in the end. The revelations about his alleged secrets are causing quite a stir. From Cassie's confessions about abuse to growing suspicions around his sexuality, the layers of Diddy's life are unraveling. It's a moment of reckoning, and the implications are far-reaching, even extending to the notorious Tupac murder case. As the details unfold, one thing is sure: Diddy is facing a storm of consequences.